Every time I'm reminded of this band, I can't help but think of that Tim and Eric sketch about free real estate.
So went down, we let it. Never been so contented. I won't ever forget it. So went down, we let it.
New Jersey indie rock band Real Estate have returned for their 6th studio album, Daniel. I have been listening to Real Estate for years now, but their last run of albums have not been their best, in my opinion. Their 2014 album Atlas remains my favorite of their catalog, and because I love that album so much, I will always check out another Real Estate release. Even though Daniel does not reach the heights of Atlas, I do think that it is at least their best album in years. The album opens with the track Somebody New, which is a song about self-discovery and becoming somebody new. I love how this song has this very loopy, hypnotic vibe to it, which does fit the mood of introspection and the idea of almost spiraling into yourself, with singer Martin Courtney wondering what has got into him and whether he is going insane. Haunted World has more of an alt-country sound to it, but also the chorus kind of reminds me of a Get Up Kids song, but I can't quite place it. Probably something off of On a Wire or Guilt Show. Some of the themes from the previous track remain here. Things are haunted and it is killing him. I just wish there was more here lyrically, like it doesn't have to be explicit, but even some sense of why we should be concerned would be nice. Like I get that, like this, it's a concerning song, but why? The next track, Water Underground, is a great song though. We get this lovely, almost Beach Boy-esque singing over a jangly indie rock tune. It is funny because the song is about trying to place an earworm or remember a little ditty in your head, similar to what I felt after listening to their previous track and wondering if it sounded like the Get Up Kids. It is not clear to me what the water underground in the chorus has to do with, trying to catch a melody like they sing about in the verse, except that maybe there is this soothing feeling of finding a melody once you're starting to think about it, but otherwise it still is a catchy and cute song. The track Flowers has this driving indie rock vibe to it, with some incredible guitar play. I also love the bouncing synth that adds an almost dance-like element to this otherwise pretty chill and laid-back tune. Lyrically, it is a pretty straightforward love song. There's nothing too deep here, but it is a nice, simple song, and that's okay too. The song Interior has a 70s rock vibe. Martin says that it sounds like a song by the band Big Star called September Girls, and having gone back to listen to that song, yeah, I can hear it a little bit, but the Real Estate song is way more mellow and honestly much more boring than the Big Star song. I should say, the Big Star song, September Girls, does kind of slap. So, yeah, I am glad that, in researching this album that they point that out, because now I know of a good song, and it's not the one they had on their album, sadly. But, that's life. The song Freeze Brain has a 90s indie vibe groove to it. It feels very spacious and cool. Lyrically, it seems to be about how everything sucks, but that maybe we could let some light in, which, fair, but regardless of how sort of surface level the lyrics are, the groove really keeps this song alive. The track Say No More has these intricate guitar loops that bring me back to their album Atlas, the one that I really liked. I almost don't care what Martin is singing on this track. The dreamy atmosphere combined with the dancing guitars are more than enough to carry this song. These intricate guitars continue on the next track, Airdrop, but we also get this driving bass and these beautiful synth passages. The piano drops on this track are also heavy, and we also get organs. There is a lot going on in this song, but it all sounds great. There's even this synth solo near the back end of the song that sounds incredible. Even the lyrics contain interesting twists and turns. They are mysterious yet feel intriguing. We get lines like, "We let our flag unfurl in a bowl of freshwater pearls." Or in the chorus, we get this banger, "The sun went down, we let it." I think pseudo-profundity is often silly, and this is close to being pseudo-profound, but it is done so well here in that it feels like it does actually make sense, if only we think about it a little. Like, what does it mean to say that we let the sun go down? It feels so full of potential, like our lives really matter, that they impact the world in ways that we never thought before. We then get the song Victoria, which I believe is sung by the bassist Alex Bleeker. There is a lot of country influences here, but the song just doesn't resonate with me. It just feels too derivative and kind of boring. The track Marketplace returns with the same kind of vibes from Airdrop. Things are mysterious, people are unsettled in the marketplace, but we're not really told why. It's just sort of left hanging there. The chorus has this like step pattern that is tense and yet beautiful. With Martin singing, "Things don't seem right, bathed in sunlight." The album then ends with the track You Are Here, which sort of answers the questions of the opening track. The album ends with situating us in the mess of life, while in the noise we can find space to love someone. It has this very dreamy, almost psychedelic vibe to it. It is, a decent closer to this album. There were a handful of great tracks on this album, and so I will find myself coming back to them, but some of the other tracks here were just okay and quite forgettable. If you like some chilled and laid-back indie rock, I think you're going to find a lot on this album that you will enjoy, even though, I enjoyed it, but it's probably not going to be, in my best albums of the year. But I still would give it a 7 out of 10. What did you think of this album? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was better than their last few albums? Let me know in the chat down below. Actually, you can let me know what you think is the best Real Estate album, since you know what I think, that it's Atlas, but, maybe you have differing opinions. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that fun stuff, and, free real estate.
It's free real estate.